A heartless father actually pushed his 6-year-old daughter with his own hands toward the raging river. From that day on, for the next 6 years, the girl traveled alone through endless sandstorms. She always kept her face covered, clutching the dragon gem sword in her arms, with her companion Tuck, whom she'd raised since childhood, by her side. 6 years had passed, and Tuck had grown from a small beast into a majestic, imposing mount. To save her petrified father, the girl had embarked on a journey to find the dragon when she was just 6 years old. Over 6 years, she'd searched every river, large and small. Only one remained unexplored. Just then, dark monsters suddenly appeared and attacked. Raya immediately drew out a dragon gem fragment and repelled them with one strike. She'd faced dangers like this countless times before. She raced along the river but only found a wrecked, stranded old ship blocking her path. She climbed over the hull and ventured deep into a pitch-black cave. Reaching the center, she placed offerings on the ground and whispered an ancient incantation under her breath. Then she poured out a cup of strong liquor and slowly let it spill onto the ground. The next second, the river water actually began flowing backward, transforming into droplets floating in midair. Those droplets slowly gathered together, taking shape in the air. The dragon who had slept for 500 years actually appeared before her eyes. This was Sisu, whom she'd been searching for over 6 years. Only the dragon before her looked nothing like the majestic image Raya had imagined. She seemed kind of goofy. The newly awakened Sisu had almost no abilities except for swimming. Not until she touched the dragon gem fragment did blue light envelop her, and she inherited the magic her sister had left behind. But this bit of power was nowhere near enough to seal the monsters again. Only by gathering all the dragon gem fragments could Sisu restore her true power. So the two continued their journey and soon arrived at the Talon tribe. Raya nimbly dodged the traps, while Sisu, despite having zero technique, was still absurdly strong, making Raya envious enough to grit her teeth. Along the way, strange glowing beetles appeared. Their tails would explode the instant they collided with anything. This scene scared Sisu half to death. The cave was crawling with these bugs, so they could only pass through carefully. The Talon chief had long since died deep in the cave, clearly having been killed by his own traps while hiding the dragon gem fragment. Raya raised the dragon gem sword, and the blade suddenly shot out, embedding into the rock wall opposite. Sisu borrowed the momentum to leap across, and together they reached the chief's remains. Raya used a wooden stick to jam the mechanism, preventing the trap from activating, then carefully removed the fragment. The instant the fragment touched her hand, Sisu's body transformed into human form and gained new dragon abilities. But just as they began celebrating, Namari and her army had silently surrounded the cave entrance.